Wow, this is a good-looking group. Well, folks, I guess I just want to say thank you. It's my second year back. I've enjoyed it immensely both years. It's fun to leave the cold weather. Come south. We ended up with 14 inches of snow at the house last night. No electricity. And I got the generators cooking. And they told me to get my butt home. And I land at 8:45. I've got to get on the skid loader. And about daylight will maybe be done. So it's fun to leave the Midwest. You kids down here around this district here at Lake Charles are a great group. You know, as we went through, I shook a lot of hands. Yeah, I could read a little disappointment on some faces when they said, young man, you're going to be second or third or you're purple, but I'd be disappointed too. And for the most part, guys, for 99.99% of the time, the kids were just, I mean, they smiled back and they shook hard, and it was just a great deal. You know, I always appreciate it a lot, and the older I get, the more I appreciate it. I really appreciate it when the guys look like guys, and the girls look like girls. And down here, they typically do. You young ladies out here with your pure diamond belts on, that is sharp. Really sharp. Folks, I do several shows, but I appreciate the opportunity, and when I get out and do one, I always want to make sure that you guys understand that what I do out here might not be perfect, and it might not be the way if we all agreed, it'd be a really bad world. The important thing, I think, anytime anybody judges is to point out the areas and to study and analyze and try to, as you're given reasons, try to let you folks see what I'm seeing and the reason that I am doing what I'm doing. One story I'll leave you with, and I don't remember, I might have done it last year. It's a really neat story, but then we're just going to go out, we're going to walk around here, we're going to make a decision, and we're going to shake a hand. I've talked about all these songs. You guys know what I think of them, the good, the bad, the positive things we need to correct. The guys work on hip and hind legs. I mean, that's the biggest problem that I see in every group of hogs I go. Every place I judge, that's the biggest problem that I see. See lots of top shape, lots of muscle. They're trying to get hogs just a notch wider base. They don't have to be super wide. They just have to be wide enough to perform well as you're feeding them. It's a lot easier to feed a hog that wants to eat and is willing to grow. And then it's flexible enough that we don't have to be constantly losing glucosamine and some of that other products that we can pay $100 a pig for, you know. It'd be a lot easier and a lot cheaper for our families if we, you know, up home we have to feed a hog out for roughly $50 a hog. And that's from weaning to market weight. Now with show pig feed, we'll get a little more dollars than that. But I talk to guys in different parts of the country, they'll say, well, we've got $1,000 a hog in feeding. Wow, that's a lot of money to get in the feed. And it surely isn't necessary. If the hogs perform, if the hogs are good enough naturally, we don't have to do a lot of that stuff. I love this group I've got out here. That story I want to tell you guys was I had a veterinary that many years ago was my vet. His brother-in-law in Kentucky had a home for bad kids. I mean, this was a home that the state of Kentucky gave him the kids. I want your kids to pay particular attention. Now, those kids, he was the last stop. His facility was the last stop before they either drug him out back and shot him or put him in jail. When he got there, 86% of those kids were ending up in jail. he was very fortunate that he had a bunch of barns on several acres, and he got the idea to get kids involved in 4-H and FFA and agriculture. And every time a kid would come there, he would give him something. He'd give him a pig, he'd give him a cow, a rabbit, a duck, whatever. He would give them some species of livestock to take care of. And you know what? He turned that entire program around. He got them involved in 4-H and started showing at a county fair in the area there. These were kids just like you kids. There'd be no difference. They maybe didn't have a very good upbringing, but they were the same kids that you kids are here. And with 4-H and FFA, he was able to turn that around. And they had a success rate of up into the 80% category of turning these kids back loose when they were adults, and they were becoming good members of society. The kids, I know when mom and dad and grandma and grandpa say go do chores. You say, wow, I don't want to do chores just right now. You've got to remember that work ethic, having something to do, and enjoying the camaraderie, or I can't already say that word, of being around a bunch of really good folks, how much that does to you kids. Kids, thank your parents for giving them. You guys are really important. Really good. Guys, enough said. I enjoyed my 2 years immensely. I'm going to go shake a hand.
Freddie, taking some hardware with you. You didn't win, no. That's for the champion. And your grand champion, Market Hog, for the 2010 Southwest District Livestock Show will be one more time, put your hands together for him, folks.